Air quality index surged close to 500 mark today morning. As per Commission of Air Quality Management, the national capital is expected to remain in the higher end of the severe plus category in the coming days. The Indian Meteorological Department has predicted dense to very dense fog conditions in the night and morning hours in parts of northwest India. In fact, it has also predicted fog conditions till November 21st in Delhi. The dense fog conditions could impact airport, highway and railway operations, and driving conditions could become difficult as well. Strict measures have been implemented under Stage 4 of the Graded Response Action Plan. In fact, on Monday, the Supreme Court directed Delhi-NCR states to constitute immediate teams for monitoring actions and further ordered them to continue implementation of GRAP Stage 4 even if AQI falls below 450 mark. And my colleague Nikhil Lakhwani is now joining us with more details on this. Nikhil, how is the on-ground situation today, and are the GRAP 4 measures being implemented strictly?
So Anshli, currently we are reporting from the Kartavya Path area. We are going to show you the visuals, and this is exactly how the GRAP 4 should have been implemented. You can see that these are the sprinkling machines which have been deployed in many parts of the capital city, and their work is to use this entire exercise in bits and pieces. And this is something which is currently being exercised on the screen as well. And you can see these are the kind of exercises which are being seen in different part of the city and in the entire NCR region. And currently this is the picture which talks about as to how the implementation is currently being done, although there are many of the things which have been mentioned as part of the GRAP 4 which is currently being invoked in the capital city. And this is one such thing which was which was asked and which was anticipated from the side of the authorities in the very first place. So this is the picture from the Kartavya Path area. Apart from it, I would urge my camera person Sujit to show you the prominent heritage site and the iconic site, India Gate as well, although beyond a point the visibility appears to be impacted, but this is the picture which usually talks about as to what exactly the condition of the pollution is like. Although in comparison to yesterday the visibility has improved, but the pollution actually continues to be on its peak. If we talk about the overall data which is coming in from the side of the authorities, there are many of these stations which have recorded AQI to the mark of 500, which puts it into the very severe category. So this is the exercise which we have seen on the screen, and also we are going to show you the 360-degree view from this exact site. This is the Kartavya Path area, and what you see on the screen is the direction of the Rashtrapati Bhavan. So clearly beyond a point the visibility appears to be impacted, although yesterday dense fog was observed in parts of the capital city, but today only the shallow fog or the moderate fog condition was observed in and across the NCR region. Although if we talk about the states like Punjab, Haryana, Western UP and Rajasthan as well, the IMD have further said that at least till Saturday they are going to observe the dense condition. But this is the picture which talks about the pollution condition in the capital city. So GRAP 4 has already been implemented. The schools have also been advised to work in the online mode, and this applies to schools in Gurugram, Delhi and Noida as well. And yesterday another guideline and the order, so to say, which came out from the side of the Delhi University, where they have also said that they are going to shift the mode of classes from physical to online mode because of the pollution condition. Apart from it, the authorities and other stakeholders, they are also closely monitoring the situation because there are many of these steps which are yet to be taken. But the part is, as we speak, Anshli, the winds are blowing with a decent speed, so we are expecting that as the day is going to progress, we are going to see some of the improvement in the visibility and in context to the pollution as well. Back to you.
Right, Nikhil. Also, which are the worst affected areas if we talk about today where the AQI is in the severe plus category or hazardous category?
Well, as per the data which is coming in, Anshli, from the side of the different authorities which usually gives out the data, Anand Vihar and Bhavana industrial area, they appears to be most polluted area for 5 consecutive days, and these are the places where the AQI have reached to a mark of 500 already, which is still in the severe category. Apart from it, by and large, if we talk about the central region or other parts of the capital city, they are also recording the AQI over the mark of 450, which means that the pollution condition is still on its peak, although this is the start of the pollution season. Next few days are going to be very much important, but only respite is expected either from the wind speed, if they are going to blow with further decent speed, or any of the active western disturbance, which as per the IMD is not going to be seen at least for next 5 days. Usually this kind of pollution, this kind of foggy condition is observed in and around the northwestern region in the month of December. But for the very first time, it is currently being observed in the middle of the month of November, which usually talks about the volume as to what exactly the look and feel is like as far as the overall temperature and the met conditions are concerned. But this is the situation which is coming in and is being reported from the side of the IMD as well, that next few days are going to be very much important. Although if we talk about the foggy condition, starting from tomorrow, we are expected to see some of the improvement in the same, because the advisory or the prediction which was out from the side of the IMD, it was only for a day or two, which ends today. But as we have already mentioned, Anjali, that there are other prominent states like Punjab, Haryana, Uttarakhand and parts of Western UP as well. They will continue to report the foggy condition early in the morning, at least for next 4 to 5 days. But we need to see actually as to how exactly the things are going to pan out for next few days, because while the visibility has improved today, the pollution still continues to be on its peak, at least for the capital city.
Right, Nikhil, thank you for getting us all those details. We'll keep coming back to you for more updates on this. Now, let's take a look at a ground report from Akshardham by my colleague Bhavna.
जिस तरह से लगातार दिल्ली का जो AQI लेवल है वो खराब हो रहा है, उससे अंदाजा लगाया जा सकता है कि यहाँ पे रहना कितना ज्यादा मुश्किल है। खासतौर पे जो लोग बाहर निकलते हैं उन्हें ये महसूस कर सकते हैं कि ये हवा कितनी ज्यादा जहरीली है, क्योंकि जो AQI लेवल है वो 500 के आसपास दर्ज किया जा रहा है पिछले 3 दिनों से। आज का भी AQI जो है दिल्ली ओवरऑल वो 494 है। बहुत से ऐसे इलाके हैं जहां पर 500 क्रॉस कर चुका है। अब आपको हम तस्वीर भी दिखाते और बताते चलते हैं कि राजधानी दिल्ली सहित नोएडा में बच्चों के स्कूल बंद करके उन्हें ऑनलाइन कर दिया गया है। यहां पर दिल्ली में ग्रैफ 4 लागू किया गया है, पाबंदियां लगाई जा रही है, लेकिन उसका कोई खास असर नहीं देखने को मिल रहा ग्राउंड पे। अब आप देखिए, ये सुबह की तस्वीरें हैं। अभी तापमान फिलहाल 15 डिग्री सेल्सियस के आसपास है, लेकिन ये स्मोक की चादर आपको साफ सड़कों पर नजर आ रही होगी। इसी तरह से दिल्ली पूरी तरह से प्रदूषण से घिरी हुई है। धूप पिछले 3 दिनों से नहीं देखने को मिल रहा है। लगातार अगर बात करें तो खराब स्थिति होती जा रही है। डॉक्टर्स का कहना है कि लोग तमाम दिक्कतें लेकर पहुंच रहे, खासतौर पे सांस लेने वालों को सबसे ज्यादा समस्या हो रही है। अगर बात करें तो सर में दर्द होना, गले में दर्द होना, इस तरह की दिक्कतें हैं। लेकिन इसके अलावा बात करें तो जो इनिशिएटिव सरकार की तरफ से लिए गए हैं, चाहे पानी का छिड़काव कराना, डीजल गाड़ियों पे बैन करना, पटाखों को रोकना, इसका कोई खास असर दिल्ली में देखने को नहीं मिल रहा है। जैसे जैसे तापमान गिर रहा है, ठंड बढ़ रही है, पॉल्यूशन का भी लेवल बढ़ते जा रहा है। कल केंद्र सरकार ने सभी राज्यों को खत भी लिख के अलर्ट किया है कि अस्पतालों में विशेष तैयारियां होनी चाहिए, क्योंकि यहाँ पर दिक्कतें सबसे ज्यादा है, क्योंकि पॉल्यूशन का लेवल खराब होते जा रहा है।
And in response to worsening air quality, the Delhi government has suspended physical classes for students in grades 10 and 12. This decision follows a Supreme Court order directing all states in the National Capital Region to switch to online classes to protect the students from the harmful effects of pollution. Remember, Delhi had already announced the suspension of physical classes for all students except for grades 10 and 12 in light of upcoming board examination. However, after the court's ruling, Delhi Chief Minister Atishi confirmed that physical classes for grades 10 and 12 will also move online starting today. Schools in Gurugram, Noida and Faridabad will also conduct online classes for all students starting today.
Currently, we're reporting from a flyover, elevated flyover near Noida, and on your screens, we can show you how even this morning, when the fog has dissipated quite a bit, the haze that surrounds the entire city is quite evident. A lot of cars on the roads that you'll be seeing here have their headlights on. That is the condition on the second day following one of the most polluted readings we have seen in a while. I'll also request our camera person to give you a sense of all the skyline here. Remember, Noida, very famous for its high-rise apartments, all of which right now is shrouded in a thick layer of haze. Now, as per the IMD, we are not witnessing dense fog situation. So all the haze that you see here is all smog that is mixed with PM 2.5 levels that in fact have become quite severe over the past couple of days. Now, last night around 11 p.m., Noida District Magistrate had also released orders for suspending offline classes, physical classes from classes 1 till classes 12 till Saturday, post which another decision will be taken. Now, classes are only happening in online mode in order to protect children from being exposed to this form of smog as well as noxious air for any longer.